I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. Sometimes I feel like all is lost, but I know it's not true. I wanna put up all my walls cause I'm not in the mood, but then I cut myself off from the rest of the room. I know that time can heal it all if you're patient and soon it can all be worth it, all the searching. Pain is never really permanent, but damn it hurts, man. I could feel all of the turbulence and it's concerning. I've been searching for a purpose, I hope it's worth it. This society is really trying me. Ain't no hide and seek, I hide to be far from anxiety. I need my space, I need my privacy. I need some silence, please, you're all too loud. You don't speak quietly, opinions violently thrown across every surface. It makes me nervous, is the world honestly burning? That's all I'm learning. Hope that we can make a turn and start reversing all our minds and put the work in. We got some work, man. I started to grow. I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through. Gotta get through this, life is a nuisance, tie up some loose ends. I try to be human, find a solution, my evolution. A place like this, it didn't exist, we made it like this. So you can go pick the bad or the good, got a glass halfway. I know, it's easier to hide than just to lay low. Not everyone in life has got a halo. I'm standing in the red inside a payphone, just wanna break, no. I'm not gonna give in, take a last shot, Michael J. Win. No, I'm not a robot, I'm in my own skin. Never get lost when thoughts pull you in. I miss the old you, we died with a purpose. All the energy around me felt nervous, scared I would pop out fast to the surface. Had to cut it off before you made me worthless. Torn apart, I've been torn and scarred. I had a given art, but now I'm thinking smart. I'm keeping up my guard, I'm hiding every card. A royal flush of bluff, you never know what's hard. With a back to the mat, gonna see where I'm at. I'ma fight like I'm mad, I'ma be something that they can never be me. Nice try, but they'll see I achieve everything while they stay salty. I started to grow. I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel
what it is, what's going on? It's your boy PBK9's giving it to you the way I always do, fair and unbiased, raw and uncut. Some gonna like it, some ain't. Big salute to everybody that's taking care of them pets out there, everybody that's taking care of them animals across the world, from the top of the globe to the bottom. Got some news, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give y'all brothers and sisters a little bit of that news today, and we're gonna talk. You know, I got some dog talk as well as a couple more issues to address, but we ain't gonna be here too long, man. I hope everybody having a great Sunday across the board, from the other side of Los Angeles to the other side of Europe. Hope everybody having a great day, man. Great evening, great morning. Just depends on when you're watching this video. Mr. 216, what's going on with you? Big salute to you. Appreciate you dropping in, brother. Hope you're having a great Sunday. Brendan Barber, big salute to you, my brother. Yes, sir, man. We're gonna get into this dog talk, man. Like I said, I want to touch on a topic today, you know, specifically about knowing what to look for makes it easier. Knowing what to look for when you looking at these dogs, when we saying, oh, this the best, or this dog here is the, you know, that dog, you know, knowing what to look for. Do you even know what to look for? Do you even know what a good dog look like? You know, we gonna get into that talk. But first I want to get into where a 17-year-old was mauled down by a group of dogs in the yard. Not mauled down and deceased, but she was injured. You know, luckily she's recovering. So we're gonna get into that news real quick. Then we'll get into that South Carolina situation.
Family of a 17-year-old Inland Empire girl who was viciously attacked by a pack of dogs near her own home.
More than a dozen dogs have already been rounded up, but as Inland Empire Bureau Chief Rob McMillan explains, neighbors still fear for their safety.
And I see these wounds everywhere. I thought they ripped her arms off. That's what it looked like.
Maria Espetia is talking about her 17-year-old daughter, Tracy, finally out of the hospital more than 3 weeks after being attacked by a large group of dogs not far from her home in Newberry Springs.
I thought she was going to be fine because she walks to her bus stop every morning, so I would have never thought that anything would happen to her.
It happened on July 17th on a dirt road between their home and a local park where Tracy was going when the dogs attacked. A neighbor, hearing Tracy's cries for help, called 911. By the time Maria got to the scene, she says her daughter was unrecognizable.
I didn't know who she was. She was so dirty, covered in dirt, so I didn't recognize my daughter. I recognized her bra. That's what I recognized. And I got close to her, and she's like, "Mom, am I still pretty?" I told her, "Yes, of course, you're beautiful."
She has over 100 dog bites. I mean, they bit every part of her body you could literally think of, except for her ankles.
Tracy's stepdad, Carlos, showing us where it happened. This was her water bottle from that morning. This is her sweater.
What's going through my mind was the worst, you know? It was not one dog or two dogs, it was a lot.
A total of 16 dogs were seized by animal control from a neighbor. The San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department saying the animals were not fenced nor leashed. The family took this video of one of the dogs shortly after the attack, but others around town are worried about the number of wild dogs that roam free.
We have been in situations where we're out walking and all of a sudden dogs rush out from a fence or out from nowhere and start circling around us.
A GoFundMe campaign is set up to help support Tracy's recovery.
She's so positive. She has a beautiful mentality. Her soul is so beautiful. Like she cares a lot about people, and if it wasn't for her positive attitude, I think I'd be going crazy.
The San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department is still investigating. The dogs are in the custody of the Barstow Humane Society. In Newberry Springs, Rob McMillan, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Man, I'll tell you what, you know, seeing my daughter look like that, I'm not gonna lie, I'll be hunting all them dogs down. Every loose dog I see within a certain in the whole city, probably, you know, just walking around, they come running up and circling me, you gonna lay down. Every single loose dog that come around gonna lay down. Big salute, Supreme Excellence in the building. Hey, Supreme. Hey, that's why I tagged that title the way I tagged that title on that puppy video, Blue Puppies for Sale. Hey, man, it's only certain people that knew what I was talking about. You know what I'm saying? I was told them dogs is blue dogs. You know what I'm saying? I was told it was blue dogs, so that's why I ran with. You know, I don't know, dog. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But we're gonna get into this Hartsville, South Carolina thing, because it's been 3 or 4 situations in South Carolina that I gave you over the past couple months. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get into that South Carolina Hartsville thing, which is in the Darlington area, which is still the same area that all the other stuff is happening in. All this stuff is within a matter of next city over, the next city over, the next city over, you know. And I mean, it just is what it is, man. Brothers has got to be careful what they're doing, got to take care of them dogs the right way, man. And this the thing, you know, this the thing I keep telling brothers. And it's more easier to get jammed up in that way than it is with the dogs, because a lot of these folks ain't getting jammed up with just strictly dogs by themselves, not talking about this situation that we're about to talk about. But a lot of these folk, you know, most of them, they having other things with it. And when they bring that heat from that other thing, you automatically gonna be considered a dog fighter. You know, so we done talked about it over and over and over. We done seen it over and over and over in the news where these brothers may not be even engaging in any type of dog fighting, but you got a illegal substance or something like that, and you use a dog fighter. You know, They ain't linking, oh, you got caught with a gun with dog fighting. They linking the drugs with dog fighting. You know, big salute to my brother Dre out there, the whole Shogun crew, man. Big A, Big Toyo, all them brothers, man. All y'all brothers, big salute to all y'all, man. Lil J, what's going on? What's going on? But yeah, man, we're about to get into this Hartsville situation.
Scarring, open wounds, no food, and inadequate housing has bonded out of jail today. The South Carolina Law Enforcement Division confirming agents found 24 adult pit bull style dogs and 1 pit bull style puppy on Michaelis Jackson's Hartsville area property yesterday. SLED says the dogs were restrained with heavy chains, which can be a sign of dog fighting. He is charged with animal fighting or baiting and ill treatment of animals.
Hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Yeah, man. Big salute to all them brothers that participated in the weekly dog shows, the monthly dog shows. Big salute to all the brothers that won the dog of the month, or the brother that won the dog of the month, or the sister that won dog of the month, dog of the week. Big shout out to all y'all, man. Keep doing y'all things with these dogs. Now, I want to talk about this real quick before I get into the dogs. You see, you had a shooting over the past couple days down in Atlanta. And anybody been paying attention what's going on, you know, the guy, not saying whether it's right or wrong, because you're always wrong to go hurt innocent people, you know, and put yourself in that situation. But the guy is saying, which he went to the CDC place to shoot it up, which is the place that I guess making the vaccines and all that type of stuff. The guy said the coronavirus gave him the coronavirus shot is the reason for depression in these brothers and sisters out here across this country, you know. And I told brothers and my sisters, like I said, I'm not saying whether he right or wrong. I'm saying he wrong because he went and hurt people out there. But I told brothers, and this is my thing, you know, millions of people across this country done took the shots, different shots. We all know that situation was real. We lost friends. Everybody probably can say, everybody in the chat, everybody that's listening or watching probably can say they know somebody personally that passed away from the coronavirus. So it was a real situation. But the thing that I was so uncomfortable with the whole situation was how fast they made the vaccine. You know, we got things that haven't been cured and we've been working on them for 10 and 15 years, and we still trying to make vaccines and different things for this stuff and ways to heal up people. But yet we make a vaccine in a matter of 2 or 3 months, and you want people across the country to pump this shit into their body, you know. At the same time, you having people who having side effects from it, passing away, and they showing you all this stuff on the news, you know. So it's like, I can't say that brother wrong in his head. In his head, he might be right because he may be feeling a certain kind of way after he took that shot, you know. And now once you look at how, you know, I'm not gonna get into no political stuff, but everything that Trump do, he don't use his brain to think about certain things. He just speak. He just put shit out there, you know. And like I said, I'm not talking about how he's conducting as a president, but we all know he just speak and say things. And when he was speaking and saying things about them corona shots, he didn't know that so many people's lives have been in jeopardy, or, you know, just in general, you got this stuff in you. You know, and I ain't talking about no mark of no beast or none of that type of bullshit. You know, when you get that mark of the beast, you're gonna know it's that mark of the beast. It ain't no damn shot, no none of that type of shit. You know, that's what I believe. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I just think, you know, that brother could be right. You know, that stuff in that shot could be giving people health issues later on down the line. You know, me myself, I'm gonna say, like, I never took one shot. My mama took the shots. My grandmama took the shots because she was old. You know what I'm saying? My mama them took all the shots. My brother them took them. But me, myself, personally, I never took the shot. My mama kept wanting me to go down there and take it. Kept wanting me to take it. I never took none of them shots because I said like this right here. I put my faith in the Lord. That's my vaccination. You know, my mama say she's, you know, a real church lady. She says the Lord give you common sense to make the right decisions, to know, to understand what you need to be doing. So take the shot if you know that's what you got to do. But my thing is, you know, I'm relying on my faith in this situation. You know, that's what I relied on. And we all can say we have faith I got faith, but when are you gonna really put that to the test? You know, saying it don't mean it. Preaching it across Facebook don't mean it when you're getting a couple of dollars and all that stuff. So that's why I did on that situation. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't take it. And big salute, to everybody that did took it. We hope nothing happens with nobody. You know what I'm saying? But I done seen it, man, to where people was taking Ivy Mac to cure themselves from them shit, man. Literally, shit that we giving the dogs, folk going to take this stuff and it's helping them, curing them. I'm talking about not no shit that somebody told me, stuff that I seen. Ivy Mac, get you a little bit of Gatorade, drink it with it. I'm talking about not people that's down bad in the hospital, people that's tested positive, or they loved ones tested positive. So it's pretty much you gonna test positive, and they may have a little sniffle here and there, but this stuff get rid of that, man. And that's why they took a lot of that stuff off the shelves. Now I ain't talking about when they took the shots off for the dogs. That ivermectin and certain things like that got took off the shelves because people was using it certain kind of ways besides the dogs and the animals to drink themselves. When Trump was talking about drinking bleach, people was really healing themselves by taking ivermectin in a proportional amount of it. You can't just take it and thinking, and be like kill yourself or something. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. I don't know what was wrong with that brother, man, but I know sad situation. I'm quite sure there's a lot of people across this country that probably feel like him, but just haven't made them type of moves yet, man. But let's get into this dog stuff. John Denbury, Marcel Shepard, what's going on? What's going on? Which Sunday, man, Sunday. I hope everybody enjoyed church. They went to church this morning. You got something from the lesson if you went, Now, let's talk about these dogs. You know what I'm saying? Because if I say, oh man, John Denbury, man, that's the best dog I ever seen. You gotta have, I'm gonna say it like this, you gotta have standards, you gotta have a leveling system when it comes to what you consider the best or what you call, because see, what John Denbury might consider the best, I don't consider the best. And what Marcel might consider the best, Bando don't consider as the best. And what I consider the best, Bando might not consider the best. Everybody gonna have their own levels, you know what I'm saying, no matter what. And that's just the way it is. There's too many people across this country, they got bulldogs. Too many states that brothers is bulldog in and never leave out, but they got great dogs. You know what I'm saying? So no one, like I'm gonna say it like this, the old schoolers, you have a better chance of knowing what you like and what you want because you've been in the game from the 80s or the 70s or the 90s. So whether you in it now or not, you know what you seen, you know what was on that level, what you could consider elite. So you know what you're looking for, know what you're looking for. Vulgar Display say he getting ivermectin or she getting ivermectin from the doctor right now. I tell you, man. I tell you. Now, let them really find out that ivermectin. See, the government didn't find out that ivermectin. I'm talking about maybe your doctor may be giving you that, but I'm talking about that. What's my man name? Dr. Fauci, whatever his name was. He might be no ivermectin cured, but they ain't put it out yet. Because if they knew people can just go get it over the counter, they'll make sure nobody can't get it. And we can't get ivermectin over here all kind of ways. They done took that shit off the shelf over here. But what is the best? What's your limits? You know what I'm saying? My brother Supreme might say Faye is the best dog ever. But it just depends on how many dogs he had. If he comparing Faye to 5 dogs, it may be easy. If you compare Faye to 20 dogs and you saying she the best, that shows you what caliber dog she is. If you've been dealing with, or let's say, I'm just giving you an example. You done own 100th dog, you done had 100 dogs, give or take, papers, without papers, with papers, whatever, but it was all pit bulls. You know, you done seen all different styles of dogs, different kinds of dogs, curs, good dogs, mediocre dogs, hard mouth dogs, whatever. You done seen them. You know, so now when you say fade, man, fade that shit, and you comparing fade to a whole 20 years worth of dogs, you know, it shows what level you feel like fade's on. You know what I'm saying? And big salute to my brother Supreme Excellence with Fate. You know what I'm saying? I'm quite sure you're gonna take home a lot of awards with that dog, big homie. You know, yeah, Dr. Fauci, John Denver. That's what I was trying to say earlier. You know, hey, Supreme, you're gonna take home some awards with that dog, man. Just because of the fact that you spend time with it and put that work in with that particular dog. You know, I always say, man, you don't need 100 dogs. It can be that man that got 2 or 3 dogs, maybe 1 dog, that go over there to that 100 dog and they can't rock with them. I say it over and over and over. Like they always say, a good dog is where you find it. And just so happened that good dog found him a man that don't got no more dogs. He just bought that 1 dog, and now he is the damn best. You know, and sometimes, man, it just take the right person to get a dog that, you know, he got good a good attitude, he feeling high on himself, and it's the right person get it, you could bring it out of him, man. You could always bring more out of a dog than other people can bring out of them if you put the time in with that dog. You know what I'm saying? But how would you know if you looking at the best? How would I know back then that Sambo would be a dog I would be talking about 25, 30 years later? You don't know. You know, you just got to go with the flow, I guess. Supreme say he had a midnight cowboy niggerino that was a little bit better than Faye, but ain't look as good. Yes, sir, man. Hey, it damn sure help when you got a good looking dog. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Yes, sir, man. Only thing a person back in the days advantage they would have had if you got 3 dogs and they got 100. The only advantage they had is they can bring out more and more to test whatever you got. But if you come in with some ill nana, some ill shit, you know, it don't matter about their 100. Now let me ask my brothers and my sisters this right here, down in that chat and everybody that's listening. Hard mouth or finisher? Hard mouth, would you rather have? Hard mouth or finisher with no mouth? King Screws, appreciate your big dog. Hey, if you don't get the notifications, for anybody that's not getting the notifications, sometimes you have to unsubscribe to the channel, then subscribe back again and hit the notification bell. Just redo it up, like hit the notification bell in the corner, and then you be back to getting the notifications again. Sometimes it throw people off. I don't know why I do that. I looked into it, and that's what other YouTubers saying do. The unsubscribe, then subscribe back, and then hit the notification bell again. You know, finisher with no mouth or a dog with heavy mouth. Me myself personally, I think a finisher is one of the hardest dogs to outcompete back in the days. You know, it's like going against a wolf or going against some type of wild animal. It's a difference between going against one that just want to scratch and he just want to win. He just want to shake a leg than going against a finisher. And in that finisher head, his whole goal is to make sure you ain't moving when he finish. He ain't worrying about looking pretty throughout all the motions. You know, he just gonna finish him off. Now, does being a finisher mean you got mouth? is a finisher even in the conversation with hard mouth and gameness? And I'm not saying this, because I know it. I'm just asking, can a finisher not be game? Let me ask brothers this. Can a finisher not be smart, neither game? And if he's a finisher, does that mean he's game? All he's thinking about is finishing, whether it take 5 minutes, whether it take 2 hours. His whole thing is the last until he can't go no more, until he can stop him. Now, just my opinion, because I'm asking some of these questions off the fly, and it's not stuff I got wrote down. Finisher, can a finisher, not be game? And then that's the thing I was saying a while back. A dog is a finisher. Sometimes we get smartness, gameness, not necessarily finishing, but smartness and gameness kind of tangled in the same web. Is he smart and know how to stay out of trouble, know how to dodge, know how to, or is he game? See, we always hear brothers say that this dog was dead game. This is a dead, dumb game dog. Just run over there, do dumb stuff when he get over there. You always hear brothers say that, but if he's smart, if he's super smart, can a brother get it confused from the dog being game because he know how to stay out of trouble? He know how to preserve, being that he knows how to preserve, does that make him game? Bando for life say, what would I rather have, stamina or mouth? I'd rather have gameness. Stamina you can gain by exercising your dog. Gameness you can't exercise it in. Gameness got to be there. Stamina, you can get stamina, you can lose stamina. You gain it and lose it within a week's time. Stop working your dog, working them, stop working them, and he loses some stamina. I'd rather have gameness at the end of the day. I always say, man, I didn't come up on mouth. Everybody know pit bulls bite. Everybody know when they bite, they make cuts. I can't, me myself, I was big on gameness because I just wanted to be the one that was letting that one go, and he was still releasing when the other man's on was stopping. Mouth didn't do that all the time. Sometimes it did, but I came up under weather the storm, and it just is what it is. They all biting, but we get the ones that make black and blue blood and all that type of stuff and this and that. That's when it comes back to the smart dogs. That's when it comes to the dogs that got they spot on the first scratch. When they first came across, they got that spot that they needed to get. Because a smart dog will figure it out, and they will never get that spot to show you all that mouth. So I mean, that mouth, it's gonna always vary. That gameness, the story gonna be the same from person to person to person to person to person. Oh, that's a game motherfucker there. That's a game motherfucker there. But then when they get to Bando will be like, man, I seen dogs bite way harder than that. Then when they get to Marcel gonna say, man, that dog can't bite through a wet paper bag. Then when they get the working man zone 29, man, that's a damn shark. Big salute to you, working man. Big salute to you. So when it come to mouth, that shit gonna vary from person to person. But gameness is something that when you see it, it just is what it is. Can you rely on mouth? That's why I ask anybody, will you have total confidence in a dog with mouth? He all right with gameness, or a dog that's game as hell and he all right with mouth. You gonna have your confidence in the game dog. And when you go back and think about confidence, it ain't about, oh, is this dog gonna bite? Is he gonna get the best? Is he gonna get in his back end? Nah, is he gonna come out this motherfucking corner? That's what you're thinking about. You know what I'm saying? You ain't thinking about, when I took Bo in, is he gonna get in the throat this time? Is he gonna get a leg or back? Nah. All I'm worried about is this bitch gonna come across when I let him go. You know, so gameness is what I think every dog man from the early 1800s were breeding into the dogs. You know what I'm saying? The mouth, I just always stand on that, man. Like the mouth gonna be what it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? When you hear brothers talking about they had dogs back in the days that crossed their scratch on 3 legs, that's because the other dog had mouth. He had something. He did something, broke them dog legs up. He did all that stuff, but he couldn't stop them. See? You know what I'm saying? So you see the brothers with shotgun, look like they got shot with a shotgun all in their chest area, but they couldn't stop the dog. You know what I'm saying? So, and believe me, man, we may not can tell, but them dogs can tell when that mouth slacking up. Oh, he came out, he biting hard, he got his grip where he wanted, he doing his thing. And this is the thing about it. So many, you wouldn't believe how many of them dogs back in the days only had one game plan. They come out with that one game plan, and then when they couldn't get that to work, they get frustrated and they start ready to quit. They want to turn, and then when they turn, they ain't come across the line, or they don't really want to do nothing because they only had one strategy. Period. And this is the thing about a smart dog, I think. I think a smart dog is made. I think you can breed them. You breed them. They different dogs catch on different ways. But I think you make a smart dog through your schooling process. If you're not schooling right, your dog not going to have sense. If I've taken him out, if I put him out one time, I take him out on the yard just one time. Oh, he kicked ass. All right, now I want to hook him. Back in the days, we talking 1996, 97, I want to hook him. I seen him one time. Now, he might show some type of natural smartness when I take him out for his show. But that's the problem that fucked me up with Sambo. He was already the shit. And I put him on a rear end dog that he never seen a rear end dog before. Never put him on a rear end dog. That dog wasn't hurting him. He wasn't hollering. He wasn't screaming. He was laying there almost the same way he did when I first started him before he got started up. He came across, the dog spin around on him. The dog had more weight than Sambo, so he had to be about 60 pounds. He spun around on him and knocked Bo down, and then he shot into the rear end. Now, he was biting in the rear end. It was no blood coming out. You know what I'm saying? It was no blood coming out. He had what they call pressure bites. He had dull teeth. His teeth were squared off. There was no big, long, razor-sharp teeth in the dog. Now, what Bo problem came in at is that he felt like it wasn't hurting him. He was confused, and he laid there. He didn't try to defend from it. He didn't run. He was still trying to scratch when I picked him up. But he couldn't move his fucking back leg. You know what I'm saying? I sit there and literally in a matter of probably 3 minutes, maybe 3 minutes, the dog had his weight on Bo, holding his head down with all his body weight, making sure he couldn't lift his weight up, and he been pinned in the corner. In the corner, now, not in the middle, in the corner. He heavier dog got Bo down, and he was working the back end. First time I even seen that shit doing any dog doing Bo like that. That shit swole up the size of a turkey in 3 minutes, 4 minutes. No blood coming out the leg, all the blood on the inside. Swelling the leg up for internal bleeding. Hey, shit, the hell with what you talking about. I picked my damn dog up. They say them folk that fight dogs don't love their dogs, but I felt some love for my damn dog that damn day. I had to pick my shit up and live to fight another day. Learn from your mistakes. And that's what comes to the schooling and making your dog smart. If I were to school him on a rear end dog way before that, he wouldn't have had that problem, and he probably would have kicked that motherfucker ass. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? But I can't go off of properties. I gotta go off of what happened. But I tell you what, he came back a year later. He kicked a couple people ass in between that year, but he came back a year later. on that same camp. And that dog, he was going back in too, but he couldn't get to the back end this time. And guess what? Bo never laid down on him. And I never seen a dog that Bo didn't lay down on him. Other than that, one dog that Bo didn't lay down on him gave him really problems. I went 45 minutes. Shit, that bitch still had his carburetors pumping like water pumping out his carburetors. No, it wasn't that back end. He had done been. I schooled him at the wrong time. Instead of schooling him where I was supposed to school him at in the backyard, I schooled him in the show and took that L. You know what I'm saying? Took the L. But at the end of the day, the money that I lost wasn't as valuable as the lesson I learned while being green. Running your damn mouth, talking all the damn. Oh, I got a throat dog. I got a throat dog. He gonna get in that throat. He gonna get in that throat. He gonna get in that. He gonna do it. He gonna get in that head. And then they turn around and put the exact opposite on the dog. So next time I shut the fuck up. Because really you didn't see what my dog had in him because he never was able to show any skills against the dog that, you know what I'm saying? So me, man, I just like gameness, man. And when I had Bo, I never even had a conversation with nobody at all. And I know this for a fact. I never had a conversation with nobody from the time I got that dog to the time he left my yard about did the dog have mouth or not. That conversation never, ever came up with nobody. He was just a killer. It wasn't about the scratches, the cuts on the leg, how big his chest was. He was going to finish your shit off. And when I say he did every last one of them in, somebody, whoever feel like I'm lying, I'll drop the link for you. I ain't talking about just my brothers in the chat. I'm talking about folk that know the dog. Every single one of them folk that I put him on, and he won, he would have DOA'd him right there on the spot. That was it. DOA. Now the little country dog, which was a full-timer, the little country dog, he was a grown dog as a puppy. The little country, he was a grown dog as a puppy. And he never changed. From the time he came out of the womb to the time he died, he never changed. Same when I told you scratch to a dog as a blind dog. And he never got his sight back. When I tell you a dog, it matters who got the dog, how the dog gonna win in that box. Let me give you a quick story about Nitro, crazy ass dog I had. Let me give you a quick story about Eli dog I worked for, a brother, and I put him on a humdinger dog, coming down off humdinger, and the dog was an Eli Jeep dog, more Eli. I worked the dog, got him in shape. He had a lot of mouth. He had mouth. I ain't gonna lie, he can bite. I worked him, and we stopped that damn humdinger dog, and I want to say 15 minutes. 8 weeks, keep 6 weeks. I can't remember which one it was, but it was keep everything however it went. Stop them in 15, 20 minutes. Humdinger dog with the Eli. Now, this is why I tell you it matter who got the dog and if they know what they're doing. I gave the brother who dog that was back to him. He wanted to hook into somebody I knew. You know, I'm gonna say it like that. He wanted to hook into somebody I knew. So they hooked into him, you know, and they knew I had the dog from them. And they knew I knew what I was doing with the dog from them. You know, so he worked his dog himself this time, and I worked the other dog, which was Nitro. His dog came in 2 pounds underweight because he didn't know how to do the keep. Because he didn't know how to do that. He starved his keep. You know, my dog came in on weight. It ain't my fault. You know what I'm saying? It ain't my fault. Let's handle this thing how we gotta handle it. And Nitro went blind. And I know why Nitro went blind, because the folk that I was rocking with, they shot him with something. You know, like I said, they had a little more experience, so I figured they wasn't doing nothing wrong. They shot him with something, and I believe that shot made him overheat in that corner. He went blind, and he started looking around, and he took like maybe a 3 count. And then he got his vision back, and he shot across the corner, and he never went blind again. But he just overheated, you know. But that's the story, because the same dog in 2 different people's hands, and just so happened, I went against the dog that I worked and won with. I worked him, I won with him, give him back to his owner, and then I went against him and bust his ass. You know? But I know for a fact that that dog that Nitro beat, there's a good chance that dog could have beat Nitro if the brother knew how to work him in the key. Because he stopped that Red Boy Jocko dog so fast when I worked him and got him right. He stopped that Red Boy Jocko dog so fast. I looked in the brother's eyes who was standing across from me, and he was shocked that his dog stopped that fast. I could see the way they looked. They were looking around. They were shocked. But then I took that same dog and ran through his ass like Courtney. So it matters who got the dogs, man. And that's back in the day. So we talking about modern day times where we doing treadmills and confirmation shows and weight pulls and stuff. And we talking about just getting the dog out there known. It still matters who got the dog. The only reason we know Mayday, the only reason we know Yellow, Jeep, and all them dogs, the way we know them is because it mattered who got the dog, the person that got them. They did a lot of advertising with them. Mayday would have been just as good with somebody else not advertising them the way it was. We wouldn't be talking about them today. We only talking about Mayday because of the advertisement that Victor did with them. We're only talking about these dogs because of the advertisement folk did with them. It was probably a whole lot of dogs producing better than this dog or that dog or this dog. But if they wasn't advertised, you know, hey, Face the Bully, I ain't sure who bred the watchdog stuff, man. I ain't sure who bred that stuff, but I heard about it. The watchdog, isn't that kind of like on the borderline of your bullies and your pits? But I ain't sure, man. You know, I'm not sure. I ain't sure. That's why I say I'm not sure. You know, about the watchdog stuff. What's my man name? Don Mayfield done said Carver had all kind of dogs over there. But I just don't know nothing about the watchdog blood, so I can't really speak on it. When I hear watchdog, it kind of throw me in that bully sense, that gaudy, and all that type of stuff. But I could be 100% wrong. You know, could be wrong. I just know when it comes to watchdog, what dog represents the watchdog blood. Period. Any dog in the past, I'm talking about. Name one dog that we know about that represents a watchdog line dog. I always heard about the watchdog. That's why I say, you know, I always heard about it, and it kind of threw me in that mind frame of that guy that raises edge shit. But you know, I'm not sure though, man. And the Camelot and all that type of stuff like that. Now, the brothers say the Camelot dogs got some game dogs or had game dogs back in the days, whatever, but I'm not real familiar with that stuff. I had a brother that had a Camelot pit a while back, but you know, I ain't seen no papers on them or know exactly how they was bred or what's what with them. And I want to send a big shout out, man, to all the brothers that are running Razor's Edge, Camelot, Gotti, whatever you running, man. Big salute to all y'all brothers out there. all the brothers with the Merle dogs, with the real blue dogs, that's silver color, man. Cause them boys they try to trick me like mellow yellow blue. I'm gonna have to take some of that mushrooms and them shit Tyson and them boys be taking to think that shit. I'll call you up, homeboy. I ain't gonna mention your name. I'll call you up. I'll take me one of them shrooms, get me seeing colors and all kind of shit. I go call mellow yellow and then, damn, looking like a blue dog on me today. I'll hit you up. But yeah, man. Like I was saying at the beginning of the conversation about the knowing what you're looking for. You know, a lot of these older brothers, they can be out the game 15 years, but they know what they're looking for. You know, so that's why they feel like you can't shit them. You know, this brother done been through the rough. He done been through the mud. You know what I'm saying? He in the game now, but he know what he's looking for. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be different for everybody, man. It's gonna be different for everybody. Hopefully, if Lord allow, for all of us to be here 20, 30 years down the line, we could tell the stories of who you feel like was the best from this point to then, or who you feel like were the better dog that you ran across, or what line was the best line that you ran across since then. I know that red boy Jeep is kind of infamous, man. That red boy Jeep, Jocko, you could throw the red boy Jeep Jocko or the red boy Jeep. That stuff is kind of infamous for being a good cross. And I even think you can add something else in it, as long as you got that heavy red boy Jeep in there. So you can throw your Eli, I think, your whatever else you're gonna throw in there. Your Bolio. We gotta get some brothers to get up and talk to some of these Bolio strains too, man, because there's so many different Bolio strains out there that brothers got, you know, and running their dogs off of, and not just coming down off STP Buck or, you know, certain Bolio dogs. So we got to get some of these brothers up here that tell some of these Bolio stories, or not necessarily stories, but just talk about some of the better Bolio dogs they ran across throughout their days. Yeah, I don't know, and I ain't gonna say now. Maurice, Don Mayfield say Carver had a yard full of. He had a yard that was line bred and family off of one family of dogs. Don Mayfield say he had a scatterbred yard, dogs coming from all over. But he ain't never say nothing about no damn bullies and none of that type of stuff. You know, Mr. Carver was an old schooler. We gonna give him his respect on that end. You know, as far as the information we got, we know he been bulldogging for a long time, and we ain't gonna let that bully name, the bully dogs start getting mixed up. I told y'all, hey Vogel, I told them, man, they hating on me right on Facebook, hating. I don't know if they hating on me or not, hating on somebody. Hating on Facebook, talking about what a damn Mayday dog don't come out red nose. But I tell you what is 2025, 2030, Carver gonna have the Merle dogs, and they gonna be up here arguing about where the Merle dog come from off a Carver dog, or where them damn silver dogs come from. Now I told y'all already, we done seen blue dogs that coming off these black dogs bred tight, different kind of ways. I got a $20 cash app for anybody that can give me a blue game dog that came out blue, and he producing blue puppies, little coming out blue. Every dog that we seen that was blue off that Boudreaux stuff, everything is coming off because of the deficiency, and the dog is coming out looking blue. But the dog ain't throwing blue dog puppies. Breed them with a white dog, you're gonna get black puppies. Breed them with a red nose, you're gonna get black puppies, red nose puppies. Breed them, whatever you breed them with, you ain't gonna get blue. Now, when you carrying that, now this not 100% right, you know, but it's in the 80s. I'm willing to stand on that. It's in the 80s. Now you start getting these brothers, and they throwing the whole litters of blue. They got that blue gene in them. You know, they got that blue gene. In order for your dog to come out blue, the mom and the daddy got to have a blue gene. Whether they blue or not, both of them got to have the blue gene. So I say 2030, man, we got to watch out for it. We can make a bet on it. Who line going to have the Merles and the Blues first? The Red Boy Jocko coming from Carver and Tandem. I'm not Carver, Mr. Chavis and Tandem. Your Jeep coming from Mr. Crenshaw. Your Boudreaux stuff, your Epinette stuff, your Cardenas. Where is your Merle and your Blue gonna come from? Let's make a bet. Which line gonna have it? And they're gonna get up and they're gonna argue with me. Oh man, it's coming off that blah blah blah. Yeah, it's coming off that now. Yeah, man. Hey, face the bully. When it come to watchdog, man, I don't know smack about the watchdog. I ain't gonna lie to you, big dog. I don't know smack about it besides, hey, I can hear it time to time, Tony. Hold up. I can hear it time to time. I didn't know. Let me know if it keep doing it though. Yeah, the Merles, man. The Merles, they come off that herding stuff somewhere or another. And appreciate that, Tony, man. Appreciate that. The Merles come off that herding dogs. Not directly off them, but they got it in them. They got that DNA in them. I guarantee you take a Merle, any damn Merle pit bull, and put them around a damn bunch of sheep. And watch what the hell they do. Don't make them go fight and all that stuff. Then take them around the sheep. Put a Merle pit bull around a bunch of sheep on a farm and watch you bring that other side out of them that you don't even know that's in there. That herding dog side. They got them healers. What is blue healers and Australian shepherds. And there's one more. I forgot the other one. Appreciate you dropping in today, Yellow One, man. Hope you're having a great Sunday. Yeah, man. I'm just dropping random today, man. Like I told y'all over the past couple of days, them puppies got me where I can't drop when I want to drop on my normal times. That's why I didn't even bother with y'all last night. And I seen I had a little break right now. I said, let me go ahead and go live real quick. You know what I'm saying? Plus, I needed to do that news before it was old news about the Hartsville situation. You know? But yeah, man. I'll be back on schedule with everything as soon as, next couple of weeks as these puppies get up out of here. I'll be back on regular schedule, man. Now, I'm not gonna lie, man. Merle is a pretty color on them dogs. I'll be lying to you if I tell you that wasn't a pretty ass damn color. And Catahoula's, see, and if I want to add Merle to a pit bull, and I don't got no Merle pit bull, I just breed to a bully, but a Catahoula will make a pit bull Merle, and you still have a lanky body. You still be lanky and slinky like a pit bull supposed to look. Only thing Catahoula will be different than he gonna have a skinny face. And some of them Catahoula's face is just as big as pit bulls. So I would throw a Catahoula in if I wanted to do it with the colors and all that type of stuff. And I tell you the honest truth, I'd probably be better off breeding to a Catahoula than a bully dog because I still have my activity there. When I breed to that bully dog, it's gonna take some of my drive away. Gonna make them more lazier dogs. Not saying the bully dog is lazy, but it's a bigger dog. You know? Yeah, man. Big salute to my man Dre out there, Shogun with his nice little over there. Hey, big salute to everybody that's got puppies out there, man, on the ground and doing their thing with their puppies, man. Big salute to Pit Wise, I seen you had a buckskin black mask puppy that you was showing. I don't remember where I saw that, Pit Wise. It was either on Facebook or either on Summarize thing. I don't remember where I saw that, man. It was a buckskin puppy you had maybe about 6, 7 months old, somewhere around that area. Maybe 5 months. You know, a camera will make a dog look bigger than what it is. That was a good looking puppy too. Yeah, man. Six Dog, what's going on? Hey, man, this is what I want to know, right? Why brothers gotta go through all that drama to get views and stuff, right? On these channels. When I look at these brothers do computer voices and y'all show more love to the brothers doing computer voices than you show to the brothers that get up here and put this work in. You know why? I'm just asking a question, not trying to argue with nobody. Why, when I look at a channel and when you type in, you just type it in, you show more love to these folk than these folk that's out here showing you love. But when we start arguing and when we start talking the shit back and forth, you know, folk come and watch. But then the same folk will go watch somebody else's channel and give them props and watch their channel with no drama on it at all. But when you do it that way, they ain't want to come. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. You know, yeah, man. I don't know why I saw that dog Pit Wise had that. I seen it somewhere. I saw it. I don't know why I saw it. It might have been on Facebook. Yes, sir, man. About to start this week up. Hope everybody ready to start that work week up for the brothers and sisters that was off for the weekend. Some folk ain't start working yet. About to start that Monday tomorrow and continue it on. We gotta do our shit, man. Hey, I don't mind it, yellow one. It is what it is. You know, but I notice how like I said, I started to do this a long time ago. I started because I got one of my white homeboys that I started to get to come up here on the show with me from around here. You know, and not on show with me, but start another show that's mine, but you don't even know that's mine. He gonna run it and he gonna use his name and watch the difference. You know what I'm saying? It ain't the white brothers, it's the black brothers. Big salute to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Big salute to everybody. But it ain't my white homeboys, it's the black ones. As soon as you post a dog, they're talking this. As soon as you do this, they're talking that. As soon as you do this, they're talking this. You can't win for losing. That's why I've been chilling over the past. Another reason I've been chilling over the past week or so, man. I don't really that shit. I don't have time for it, man. When you just dealing with pure jealousy and envy and hate and all that time, I don't got time for that stuff, man. I got shit really going on out here. You know what I'm saying? I don't got time for it. It's cool sometimes, you know, but at the end of the day, man, I ain't with all that constantly talking shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm with some action somewhere or another. You know, folk don't want to fight. You want to wait till I'm turning 50 years old and then want to pull out the damn gloves. Man, hey, get me right now while I got one left in me. You know, folk don't want to fight. Folk don't want to show no action. Folk don't want to bring the dogs out. Some of these folk can't even have dogs, you know, and that's why I said, man, the way this community is, you can't do nothing but love it. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. You know, gotta be a soldier out here, I guess. You gotta have thick skin. You gotta be able to swim in that water when the sharks out there. You know? Oh yeah, man. And the thing about it, brothers can learn, all of us can learn a whole lot more when it comes to dogs. You know, if we support each other without the drama. Oh, he got dogs. Listen, man. I only post some videos of them dogs on YouTube. and Facebook, so the brothers that got the dogs can see them, and for the ones that make content off my content can go up there and post, oh, look at the puppy, look at this, look at that, look at this. Y'all, them puppies already sold already. Every last one of them. That's gotta be sold. I'm not trying to sell no puppies. My clientele good, big dog. You know, our dogs. Yeah, I just do that because I just know how these flunkies gonna move. But I have them out on the field. This coming up week, they have their shots. So I have them out on the field running around playing and stuff like that. So y'all make sure, y'all flunkies, you make sure you can zoom in on each picture of the puppies and help me make them famous before they get to their owners. You know what I'm saying? I tell you about making stars on this side of town, man. You know what I'm saying? We about making stars. So what y'all do, help me make them. You them help me make YSL a fucking star. Talked about it, you print it up in the books and all kind of shit. YSL over shining like a motherfucker. You know? free, what they call it? Free publicity. Shit, me. It is what it is, man. You know? All you gotta do is put that work in, man. You put that work in this game, your work will speak for itself. You ain't gotta do all that damn talking. And I gotta say, man, big salute to all my West Coast brothers, from Texas to Arizona, the Nevada, the Colorado, Oklahoma. Oklahoma ain't West Coast. Oklahoma, Idaho, North, South Dakota, Washington, Oregon. Big salute to all my brothers over there, man. Bulldog. And anybody that watch my channel will learn. You'll see that I don't force you to watch it. This ain't no like I said before. This ain't a channel where we get mad because you go to the next man channel and watch. I know none of that type of stuff. This is social media, man. Everybody grown, do what you want to do. We enjoy ourselves, have fun, give this information out, listen to the old stories. I got an interview that I'm gonna drop for y'all brothers, hopefully, and then this coming up week right here. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'll be back on schedule, man, once I get my dogs situated. You know, when it come to me, especially with these dogs, man, I had a bad run this time. You know, Mellow Yellow litter didn't do good. Red Lady litter didn't do good. So, you know, I had a bad run, and the litter that I got doing good, you know, I gotta make sure they stay on point. And it wasn't no situation where the dogs were sick or something. You know what happened with Mellow Yellow and with Red Lady. I don't know what happened with her, to tell you the truth. I don't know what happened. The puppies just start dying off over the first day or two. Dying off slowly but surely. And this the thing about Red Lady, right? When she got down about 3 or 4 puppies, that's when I start getting in my head. I need to make the decision right now, right? I don't know what's going on. I'm seeing her trying to feed the puppies and stuff like that. But do I want to take these puppies and put them in the other litter with the other puppies? I couldn't do it because I had a whole fresh litter of healthy puppies. Nothing wrong with them at all. You know what I'm saying? And plus, it's 8 of them. They already giving the mama a hard time already with 8 puppies. So if I add 1 or 2 more, that's going to be 9 and 10. You know, not to mention, I'm going to be real worried, hoping that they ain't bringing nothing from whatever they got going on to the other situation. You know, so that's why I couldn't risk trying to bring one of the other puppies to the litter that was doing good. You know, and I just, you know, like I said, learn from your mistakes, man. But I try to do my part. The puppies got their second wormer already. I started my first wormer off with Nemex because it's a dog wormer and it's a little light. You know what I'm saying? A little light. So I start my first wormer at 2 weeks off with Nemex, and then I hit them with the goat wormer Safeguard at 4 weeks. You know, being that their stomach got a little more coating on it. Then, you know, I go with that with 4 weeks, and then at 6 weeks I'm going with the same Safeguard goat wormer, but I give them a tapeworm pill, which is a triple worm pill. I take it and I break it down. I crumble it down into small little pieces, you know, because them triple worm pills is like for 30 pounds or 15, 20 pounds or something like that, different weights. I break it up to small little pieces, and I give them the liquid, and I give them a little thing of the triple wormer. You know what I'm saying? When they get older, I always have what I call my worm regimen. When they get older, my worm regimen is your liquid wormer, Safeguard or whatever you use, Nemex or whatever you're using. You know, it's the liquid, and then I had a paste, the stringent paste. It's stringent. You find it in the horse section. It's called stringent. And over here is a purple and yellow box. Stringent paste, and it come out yellow. I use that because you won't overdose the dog in it. You give them that ivermectin and that other horse stuff with them horse be using that paste, you can overdose your dog with them. You got to give them a small amount of it. You know, done did it already. Whole yard was gassed up, going off that shit. Eyes sold like 50-cent pieces. Gave them too much of that ivermectin. The next day they were straight, but that whole day they was zooted out their head. So I use the stringent paste because you won't overdose. You can give them pretty much a good amount of it. The liquid wormer, the stringent paste, and then I get the triple worm pills. Triple worm pills is all I need anyway because it's pretty much covering your tape, round, hook, flat, you know, all your worms. A lot of that liquid worm medicine don't cover tapeworms. You know, I'm not sure if the Safeguard cover tapeworms or not. The goat worm, I'm not sure if that cover tapeworms. I know Nemex don't cover tapeworms. If I ain't mistaken, look on the back of that bottle. I don't think tapeworms is on the back of that Nemex bottle. Hey, Tony, I don't even think I had the fading puppy syndrome. I think because them jokers start fading as soon as they came out. Fading puppy when you get about 2 weeks old, maybe somewhere around that area. And I could be wrong, you know. But shit, the motherfuckers, man, they ain't 5 days. I was completely gone. In the house, literally in the house. But you know what? Next little I do with them same dogs, whenever I do breed them same dogs again, leaving their ass outside, and I ain't bringing their ass in until they about to have them puppies. I try to baby them up, put them in the house, put them in the cage, take them out to walk here and there. Both of them bitches little died. One of them died because you know what situation with Mellow Yellow, and then the other, man, I'm leaving that bitch on the chain like I did the time before that. Bring them bitches, do what I gotta do with them whenever they about to drop. I don't know what was to blame. I just know with Mellow Yellow, I told y'all already what that situation was. With the other one, I don't know, man. I just know I had a little that was doing good, so I couldn't risk it. They are 5 weeks old. Red Boy Jocko Bolio, heavy Red Boy Jocko Bolio. I think I could be mistaken. But I want to say they don't have anything else in them besides Red Boy Jocko Bolio. At least I know for the first 12 generations, that's all you got, Red Boy Jocko and Bolio. And to anybody who got straight Bolio dogs out there, man, we might need to do some politicking and some NFL owner talking. Do some politicking, man, later on in the future. For brothers who got pure Bolio dogs, you know, and not bred exactly like everybody else that may have the Red Boy Jocko in it or some other way. I'm talking about straight Bolio. Holler at me later on, man. Not necessarily today, like I said, but I'm looking to add some straight Bolio, and some good Eli stuff. You know, some good Eli. Mad Doctor, how you doing today, my brother? About that time for football, man. Hey, they shitted on Shador the whole damn time. Ain't let the man practice with the team. He make the man practice with the third string team. Don't even give the man no what they call him when he touching the ball and all that type of stuff. And then you send him in on preseason. Like Stephen A. say, the coach trying to set him up to fail. trying to set him up to fail. Think you ain't gonna do good. Oh, I put him out there, but you ain't let that man practice. You know, and now it's gonna be him. Since you're trying to do him like that, he's gonna be him that you're gonna need in the future. Watch. But I'm gonna tell you like this: is Cleveland gonna need a whole lot more than Shador Sanders. They got a spell on that team, boy. It's a spell on the Cleveland Browns. I'm surprised they even got damn anybody who like Cleveland Browns outside of the people that live in Cleveland. Yes, sir, man. Football season in, so we got something to check out as well on them Sunday, them good old Sundays, that Monday night. And I'm quite sure we're gonna get into some betting. We're gonna get into some betting, man. I'm a Redskin fan and a New England Patriot. Born a Redskin, switched over to the Patriots with Tom Brady. So I'm gonna ride with them. I'm gonna ride with either one of them teams this year. But man, I ain't gonna be here too long, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all brothers here too long. Mad Doubtler said he rolling with the Lions. Man, Lions, all right, but they messed up when they let Megatron, get away. I don't think the Lions gonna do too much. Hey, King Screws, I was fucking with the Bucks for a few minutes. I went down there and rocked with the Bucks when Brady went down there. I had to run down there with Brady with Tampa Bay for a few years. But I'm gone now. The hell with Tampa Bay. Hey, big salute to all the Tampa Bay Buck fans out there, man. They've been rocking with them since they had Testaverde back in the days. And they were rocking the orange uniforms. Orange and the white joints. With the man in the middle. Big salute to all them, man. Them ride or die Buck fans. And them Packers, the brothers got them Packers. Marcel, big salute to all them Packer fans, man. Pittsburgh fans. Pittsburgh, Dallas, and the Redskins. You don't want to run into them fans right there, boy. Them ride or die fans. Redskins, Pittsburgh, and Dallas Cowboys. That motherfucker flatten your tires, bust your windows out. I'm trying to tell you, boy. Now, I tell you what, when it comes to Florida, King Scrooge, what do you think about Jacksonville, man? What do you think? How long you think Travis Hunter gonna last playing both sides of the field? Do you think he gonna be able to do it the whole season? Myself, I commend him and I give him a pat on the back for trying to do it. I just think it's gonna come down to a point in the NFL where he gonna have to make a decision. And that coach gonna really make the decision for him because he gonna probably feel like he either too important on offense or he too important on defense. One or the other. Eventually, he might not be making no moves on defense, but offense he catching touchdowns. We can't risk this motherfucker getting hurt on no damn defensive tackle because he want to play both sides of the field. So the coach may make the decision in a minute. Sit his ass down and you're gonna play one side. We got some Brown fans in here. The boys say can't be talking about the Browns. Hey, Magnolia say my man in the Jaguars kicked a 70-yard field goal. Shit, he about that's about that record my man had with the half a foot. Shit. Carolina Panther fans out there, man, to the brothers that like Carolina. It's about to go down. It's that time of the year your old lady be mad at you because you're going to flip that TV up. Gotta watch some football today. Black Heart Kennels in the house. Now I tell you what, if that damn Shador can take that Cleveland team and turn it around, then hey, I take my hat off to him. But me myself, my personal opinion, I think he need to get the hell from over there for his career be gone. Cleveland been known to shut down some careers, Mr. 216. You go to Cleveland, you better have your shit together. You know, I remember Cleveland when they had up with Metcalf, Ernest Bonner went from the Redskins with Cleveland back in the days. They had a pretty good squad throughout the years here and there, but somehow or another Cleveland just can't get that shadow off of them, man. They might need to switch up the helmets or something, man. Switch up something. Give them a new look. Get them boys, make them boys feel like they're on another team. Old Bernie Kosar, like to kill him back there. Sure enough, what it is, what's going on, big dog? I ain't doing too much, just politicking, man. If y'all want me to drop the link or something, anybody want to come up, you can come up. Anybody, I ain't gonna be in here too long, you know. I heard one of them little jokers make a noise around there. And the thing about me, I'm a clean my shit up freak. You know what I'm saying? Like when I mean like I don't want my dogs walking around in no shit and stuff like that. Like, you know, the puppies get to the age where the mama ain't cleaning up around them like that no more. So I gotta do the cleaning and make sure the area clean and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And different things. I can easily go stay off 8-9 hours and come back and not worry about the puppies because the mama gonna feed them. You know what? I can put some food there for them to eat. But I gotta make sure that they got a clean environment to live in. Making sure that they healthy and different things. And I'm looking at all of them got good solid shit. And none of them got loose shit right now. And right now is a time where loose shit is normal, especially when you're going back and forth with dog. You got different little supplements in your dog food and stuff like that. So all of them got good, hard, solid shit. I seen one or two worms when I did the worming and stuff like that. I seen one or two worms in the feces or whatever. But I'm the type of person I like to see worms after I worm a dog. That let me know the medicine working. You know. But yeah, man. I have some more videos for brothers next week. Or this week, rather, coming up. Yeah, Mr. 216 said that Travis Hunter playing both sides probably gonna be an experiment. I believe that too. Man. It's something he want to do, but he don't know what the hell he getting himself into right now. You know, even with preseason, man, you dealing with grown ass men out here now that's all got money and all of them faster than what them fuckers was in college. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be kind of different, man. And when you talking about we need to save this joker here for a pass that he need to catch from my man with the long hair that came from Clemson, Trevor Lawrence. He need to catch a pass from Trevor Lawrence that may win the game. Man, this bitch ain't catching no interception. Sit his ass on that bench. He ain't making no fumbles on defense. Sit his ass on that bench. We can get somebody else on that corner that can do what he talking about doing. He ain't no Deion Sanders on defense. So why risk him? Because he want to prove a point. This league ain't about proving points. This league about winning. And the coach will sit their star players sometime to prove points. But I think it's going to be an interesting year, man. Just the fact that Shador has so much going on with the draft and he didn't get picked up and all that stuff. I think it's going to be an interesting year to see how he turned out. To see how Daniels over there with the Redskins turn out again. Jalen Hurts with Philly. See how he turned out, especially with him and him being in the topic with Cam Newton and Gilly and them boys arguing back and forth about that. So you know Gilly gonna be hyping it up from Philly with Philly and all them. So it's gonna be a pretty good season, man. It's gonna be a pretty good season to see what, especially with all Deion Sanders boys going at. You know, big salute to that brother Deion Sanders. Everybody who we sent from college that made it to the NFL, there's gonna be eyes on them. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be eyes on them. So, man, we getting ready for it, man. Y'all take care of them dogs out there. Y'all have a safe Sunday. Have a safe week. Hopefully, I'll be back with y'all tomorrow. Some of that dog talk and news, giving it to my brothers how I give it to them, man. Y'all stay safe out there, man. Y'all stay legal out there. Don't do what I wouldn't do, man. PBK9s and I'm out.